around the NFL with a brand new segment we are calling QB or Not QB.
All right. Shakespeare. Beautiful.
Ooh, okay. Little Bridgerton action up here at the top. All right, I'm going to present a topic, and each of you will have to pick one of the quarterbacks around the league and answer as that player. All right, you guys ready? You all on board? We fired up. We ready? It's Tuesday.
Yeah,
let's go. All right. First one. Bucky Brooks, he revealed his list of the top 5 quarterback head coach combos who are feeling the heat entering this season. Let's take a look at the other side of the spectrum. Virtually grab the head of the quarterback who's under the least amount of pressure this season.
Well, I guess I'll go first. Is it going to pop up?
Yeah.
There he is. It has to be Jalen Hurts, right? Like, let's be honest. You can't play any worse than Carson Wentz did last year. Your team is kind of in a rebuild. We're just trying to get you better. That's it. And so if he goes out there and he plays half decent, the Philadelphia fans are going to be excited. But I don't think he will. I think he's going to play exceptional. And the reason being is they've added more weapons around him. The offensive line should be completely healthy. Guys shouldn't be coming like Lane Johnson coming off ankle surgery and those type of things. I just believe that they're going to run the ball. He gives them more ability in that zone read game. And I just think they're going to play faster. And to me, you don't have a lot of expectations for the Eagles right now. No disrespect, Eagles Nation or whatever the name of their fan base is, but it's just not high expectations for them right now. I think in the next couple of years, they'll have very high expectations.
Mention the snowballs at Santa while you're at it, MJD. And don't open your mentions now after you did that. All right. To me, it's Dak. Okay, because I'm sorry, I gotta wait for the head to pop up. There it is. Hello, Dak. Look, maybe he's got to show that he can come off of this injury and play. No, don't worry about that. He's fine. He's been rehabbing. He had enough time. He's ready to go. To me, you got paid already. It's over. That part's done, Dak, and you're still early enough in your contract that if you went out there and absolutely had a horrendous season, they wouldn't say, well, we got to cut this guy now. No, it would be more about what do we have to do around Dak to fix it. I mean, people are already questioning Mike McCarthy as a head coach, which I think, by the way, is ridiculous. But if Dak didn't play well this upcoming season, the answer to your questions about what the Cowboys are doing is not that Dak is the problem. It's that whatever's happening around him would be the problem. You're good, Dak. No pressure on you.
Mike, I think that's a good answer. Dak also became a sympathetic figure when he got injured, and like people were very happy when he got. People really like Dak right now, like they're really rooting for him. And MJD, could you be any more of a California guy? You're talking about Eagles Nation or whatever their fan base is called, and you sat down Jalen Hurts directly into a pile of maple syrup, which I found totally disrespectful over your right. Look at that stuff. It's a full river of it running onto your shoulder. I got an answer. It's going to involve you too, MJD. See what you think of this. Oddly, I think the quarterback under the least amount of pressure is this guy. Give it to me. Oh, yeah, Trev looking beautiful on the Opera House. Look at those golden locks. He looks great. He's the number 1 overall pick. He's supposed to be the best prospect in a decade. And we barely talk about him, like, ever. It's almost like I'm breaking a bylaw by discussing the Jags quarterback. He's not moving the needle right now. And I think, he comes out of Jacksonville. What's he got to do this year? Win 6 games? 7, maybe? Great. Huge improvement. There's some pressure, of course, because he's famous and blonde, and we've talked about him for years. He looks like one of the Nelson twins. That's fine. But there's not all of a sudden, you got to win now. Your coach needs to win. No, like they're showing up. This is a new regime. This is like they're getting sworn in with their hand on the Bible. This is not a lot of pressure in market 32 of 32. Sorry, MJD, it's just facts. And so I think he's got to be the lowest.
Well, it wasn't that when I was there, Kyle, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, ooh, the shade. Beyond Trevor Lawrence, hopefully winning games and being the quarterback, we hope he is. Really want to know the hair care routine because, like you said, Kyle, precious golden locks.
Me too.
All right, you guys ready for number 2? All right, second one.
Yes.
Tom Brady. He made headlines from his comments on The Shop and uninterrupted when he mentioned a team that was not interested in signing him during free agency, and they were quote unquote sticking with that at quarterback. The internet has gone crazy trying to figure out which quarterback he was actually referring to. Now, virtually grab the head of the QB who you'd be most surprised to find out Brady was referring to. MJD, you were on the clock first.
Here we go. Pop it up. There he. Listen, I just saw this in a group chat with a bunch of my buddies. Someone posted Derek Carr, and I can understand why. John Gruden loves veteran quarterbacks. And if you could, I guarantee you John Gruden would try to give everything up for Tom Brady. But to be honest, Derek Carr has been lights out. You know, they had a horrible defense last year, so you bring in Gus Bradley, but he's played tremendous over the last couple of years. I want to say one of the top, only 2 quarterbacks to throw for 4,000 yards and a rack of touchdowns and things like that. To me, Tom, you got to let that go a little bit. I hope it wasn't DC. Yeah, I hope it wasn't DC because DC is playing lights out, and I think the Raiders are on the verge of possibly making a playoff run this year. So if it was DC, you got to slow down because this is my guy, man. He's doing his thing right now. He used to be my neighbor before he moved to Vegas. So chill out a little bit.
Remember the talk about the Saints and Tom Brady having mutual interest, and if Drew Brees retired, that Brady would, all right, so show him Drew Brees because I'd be surprised if that was the guy that Tom Brady was talking about, because you saw that scene captured by our guy, James Palmer, after the Buccaneers knocked off the Saints in the playoffs, and the families together and the kids running around and all that stuff. And there's definitely respect for Tom Brady. So some have speculated maybe he was talking about Drew Brees and the Saints. No. And here's the other thing, too. I think deep down, Brady knew he was going to sign with the Buccaneers and probably thought to himself, keep Drew Brees there with the Saints because I don't think he's got it anymore. And guess what? He didn't, and he struggled down the stretch, and the Buccaneers advanced because of it.
That would be a surprise. I don't know if I'm going to be the biggest surprise, or rather the one that I want it to be and that I hope it's going to be. How do I follow the beautiful image of Trevor Lawrence in the Sydney Opera House? How about somebody even sexier? Give it to me. Yeah! This guy makes me hit all the high notes. Look at him. Mwah! Mwah! I love Jimmy. Here's why I think it's Jimmy. Whoa, see, I get all flushed when Jimmy comes up on screen. The exact term that Tom Brady used when he referred to, let's say it, that bleeper, I feel like that's a way you talk about someone you know, like someone you used to work with, or maybe like a friend that you used to have. Like there's a familiarity with that term, and it's sometimes like almost a backwards way of endearments. But look, that would be so perfect and so poetic because he's almost like, that ba. Like, you mean the guy that I already had to kick out once? You don't want me to come in and kick him out again? I think it's Jimmy. I hope it's Jimmy. And damn, he's good looking. Look at that, man. Get him off my screen. He makes me look terrible. What's next, Cammy?
Kyle, look how lucky you are. First, you get Trevor Lawrence. Now you get Jimmy G. Curious who this third and final one's going to be. Last one, QB, not QB. 23 years ago today, the Lifetime Movie Network made its debut on TV. Now, Lifetime movies, they're usually filled with over-the-top dramatic stories and even more over-the-top acting, kind of like Kyle Brandt. Hey-yo, zinger. Funny. No one laughs. Okay. Virtually grab the head of the quarterback who do you most like to see star in a Lifetime movie? MJD.
Well, I remember this network starting because I remember walking into my mom's room and her like almost in tears watching one of these shows. And I saw how dramatic it was. And I was like, who has drama around them almost every offseason? Show him. This guy.
Hey.
He loves the drama, right? This is talk about this year. I get hit too much. I don't know if I want to be there. You should trade me. You get the Chicago Bears all riled up and trying to make moves and calling. And then you come back and you hug Pete Carroll. You interrupt his press conference. You say, we're still friends, though. Russell Wilson, man, they need to have a whole movie series on his offseason.
Yes.
Show me. I'm gonna break the rules here. I'm gonna go with 2 quarterbacks here. I'm gonna cast 2 roles. And I'm going to start with the guy on my left, the guy that looks like Kevin Connolly. I mean, Kevin Connolly probably has been in a Lifetime movie at some point. So that's going to be Drew Lock to my left. I can write the script right now. Exterior, public park, day. Drew Lock is sitting there on a bench, rapping to himself, having the time of his life. He's got the beautiful girl right now. And then we fade to 2 years from now. Oh, in comes this guy. Look at these. Look, I mean, this guy's made for a Lifetime movie right here. I look at, he's Mr. Steal Your Girl. He's going to be the antagonist in my story. How does this one end? I don't know. We're going to let you know. It hasn't been written yet. Casablanca, they started shooting the movie before they even finished the script and made jokes about it during the movie. That's kind of what we got going on here.
Nice pull, Mike. Wilson does look like a Crest whitening strips model. It's just beautiful. But I don't know if he'd work for Lifetime because, Zach Wilson's New York. The Lifetime movies are about the cookie shop in the small town. You got to go Rust Belt or Middle America. That's why I go with this guy. I go with this guy right here. Yeah, look at Joe looking good too. He's got that little like a Superman like hair lick thing, whatever that's called. It's gorgeous. I can't get it, but the ladies will love it and the guys. Joe Burrow changes Cincinnati and they save the cookie shop and he smokes the cigar at the end and he's got that presence and that charisma and he's always, look at that. He's even got that like little perfect stubble. Look at every leading man in one of these Lifetime movies. They always got that brawny lumberjack look. They're never clean shaved. He has it perfectly. Joe Burrow, and I think he will start with, I think it's Lacey Chabert, who is in all of those things and just kills it. Burrow and Chabert, look out.
Ooh, okay, Joe Burrow. We see you, future actor, being called live from Kyle Britt. Guys, the Fitz Magic beard is back